winds are changing direction. Lord, I know I'm far from perfection. Your leaves are overflowing. Only you are ever knowing. I can't count on my feelings. Every day I am reeling. I can't stop believing. You tell the darkness now I'm leaving. Oh, won't let me go. I've got this wretched soul. Well, only you know. I've got this wretched soul. Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time.
And welcome to the Roundtable podcast on HFD Footy. I am King of the North, and g'day everybody. How you doing? And another day goes by. It is Wednesday, so we're almost at watch along time again. And thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome to the show, and we'll just be going through a few of the items during the week, but mainly having a chat to the chat, and just seeing what's coming up this weekend, and having a look at what the coaches said. We'll have a look at the suspensions, some news, a bit of the ladder, and some injury news as well. So welcome along. G'day to everybody who's watching along, and g'day to everybody in the chat. G'day Ree. We've got how many have we got? 8 likes already. Thank you very much for that. And g'day Billy. G'day Jamar. How we doing? And like your Hawks hat. There we go. Yeah, it looks all right. Thanks, Jamar. I like your Brisbane Lions hat as well. So there we go. Who else we got? Let's have a look. Let's scroll back and have a look. And just a small group in tonight. That's good. All good on a Wednesday night. On the leaderboard, the top fans leaderboard, it's Ree Lester in front. Billy is taking second place, and Jamar is in third. So there we go. Just the top three tonight. So there we go. 9 likes. Newsflash lines to go after Allen and Draper. So Allen we knew about. I think. Did we know about Allen already? And Draper. There we go. So 10 likes. Thank you guys for the likes as well. And thanks for joining us. Didn't know about that. So Oscar Allen, a definite, but not good that he's got an injury, Jamar. That doesn't help the situation at all. So we shall see. How you doing, Billy? Going all right over there? And hope you're well, Ree, as well. Want a backpack? Want a backup ruck? Want a backup ruck to help the Lions out? Ah, yes. Okay. Yep. No, that's he's not. He's still youngish, so he should be okay. Yeah, that'd be a good inclusion. Draper in there for sure. And where do you put Oscar Allen as well? That's another good question. I'm going okay. Yeah, I've been cleaning up all day in the unit and very tired. There we go. I'm very tired myself. I've had a very busy day at work today. So there we go. Christian, g'day, g'day. The only sleep deprived people will never understand my love. There we go. There's the comment of the night. And welcome into the chat, Christian, as well. Let's kick off the show, and we will just be cruising tonight. Really, everybody's tired and all that. So we'll bring up some information. Let's have a look at. There we go. All right, let me move this over a little bit to still see the chat, and there we go. So Ford, then Draper, VFL for a couple of weeks. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. All right, let's have a look at what did the coaches say. So we had the press conferences after the games, each one, and it was very interesting to see what they actually said. So let's start with Sam Mitchell of Hawthorn, and after their round 20 win over Carlton at the MCG, Sam Docherty's farewell match, Mitchell emphasised his team's intent to be proactive, advocated for the Hawks to throw our own punches against strong opposition, called for attacking balance and front half dominance against Brisbane in the upcoming fixtures, rather than reacting to opponents' strengths. So yeah, that's quite a bit of good detail there from Sam Mitchell, and yeah, so they want to be really not just going in to play against the teams that have got. Well, Brisbane play this way and Collingwood play this way. We're going to play our own way and dominate. So yeah, very interesting. Michael Voss from Carlton. Post-loss reflections after Sam Docherty's final game and Jacob Wiedering's 200th game. Described the loss as disappointing, particularly given the occasion and desire to honour key club figures. Yeah, so they've done this multiple times, Carlton, where it's been a milestone moment and the players just don't lift to do it for the players, and they've done it again for Docherty. Haven't turned up and haven't got the job done. So yeah, that would be quite disappointing, that happening, and unfortunately, Cripper can't be the only one going forward in this team. He also noted Carlton's slow start hurt their chances despite a second half rally. So yeah, they did play well in the second half, but yeah, it's either the beginning of the games or it's at the end of the games where they fall away or they don't turn up to play. So yeah, it's a very interesting comment there by Voss, and yeah, just showing the disappointment for not seeing Sam Docherty out in the way he should have been shown out. That's for sure. So yeah, let me know what you think of any comments the coaches make as well, and we will see how we go. Yeah, no comments. Let me just change that to live chat. There we go. That'll be better. All right, let's have a look at Craig McRae from Collingwood. Speaking after a narrow 1-point loss to Fremantle despite leading by 22 points late, highlighted how the Magpies led key territory matrix, inside 50s and contested possessions, yet forward inefficiency cost them. Frustrated by missed opportunities, but stood by the tactical approach, especially a bold late game tactic to avoid tackles to keep the ball moving. That was very interesting to see that happen in the last couple of minutes of the game. To be honest, I've never seen that before, where they don't tackle the player, and happened on many occasions to try and keep the ball alive. Emphasised learning from tight losses as their lead on the ladder narrows, which it does. So, yes, they can fall from number one position, which Lux wouldn't be very happy with, or our Collingwood supporters wouldn't be happy with if they go tumbling down the ladder a little bit. But that's interesting from Craig McRae, where yeah, it just goes to show you how very, very well coached this team is, Collingwood, where they can implement that tactic in the last couple of minutes of the game to try and keep the ball alive. And a lot of teams wouldn't even think of doing that. So, yeah, very interesting from Collingwood. Brisbane Lions, here we go, Jamar. This will be interesting for you. Address trade speculations and injury related sections ahead of their matchup. Belittle rumours about Joe Danaher returning to football as one of the great jokes of all time, noting Danaher has recommitted to retirement. So must have been asked. Was he asked during the week about coming back? Or did he? Jamar. Confirmed lineup changes. Kyle Lohman out injured. Zach Bailey returning from suspension, and Connor McKenna coming in as well. Express confidence in the dual ruck combination of Oscar McInerney and Darcy Fort, despite ongoing experiments. So there we go. That's not a bad wrap up, Jamar, for your Brisbane side. Johnsy, g'day. Welcome into the chat. Good to have you. Crows will be taking top spot and no one can do anything about it. Ark. There we go. Good to have you in, Johnsy, and I love your confidence, my friend. So there we go. There we go. And I tend to agree with everything you're saying there, Johnsy. That's for sure. Melbourne. What Simon Goodwin said to the loss to St Kilda. You need to communicate, get organised, and we didn't get that done. So yeah, short and sweet from Simon Goodwin. They had a 43-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and St Kilda managed to run them down, and they made this massive mistake at the end to give away a free kick, which cost them the game. So yeah, senior leaders have to have a look at themselves there at Melbourne, and they just have to be onto it more to make sure they're in position, make sure they're doing what they've got to do. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, how you been, Johnsy? Been going all right? Good to have you in the chat. Richmond, as Adam Uze praised his team's performance and highlighted the leadership of his older players in guiding the young ones, which is good. He emphasised that the team was becoming really hard to play against, and that the combination of the leadership and youthful energy was allowing the team to bounce back from challenges. This was in the context of the win against West Coast, where the Tigers demonstrated strong contest and defensive work. So yeah, they're just a rebuild side. He's putting complete faith in his senior leaders and his young players, and just letting them play and just find their own rhythm, and it seems to be working. Of course, they're getting beaten, but by the good sides, but they're having a go every week. So yeah. So there we go, Richmond, a team to look out for in years to come. Essendon now, yeah, Essendon coach Brad Scott to about the loss to the Western Bulldogs, a 93-point defeat at Marvel Stadium. I'm devastated. I'm devastated for Jordan Ridley. Obviously, got injured. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but the injury looks worse than first thought. So I think he's out for the season, I think. So he lamented that Ridley had to be subbed out before halftime with hamstring tightness, and expressed significant concerns around the severity of the issue. He also emphasised that inexperience and their ongoing injury crisis, which is very, very true, have severely impacted the team's structure and consistency, highlighting how the young Bombers lineup continues to struggle in high pressure and high intensity matches. They have got 19 players on the injury list, and they're a young side. So yeah, and now they've got another injury out as well. So yeah, it's a bit crazy, that's for sure. But they just continue on. They play their young players, but the more the young players you bring in and put pressure on them, the higher the chances are that they're going to get injured. So yeah, interesting there. GWS was the next team, and the coach said after halftime we played the way we wanted to play. The first half was pretty disappointing. We still have a long way to go despite the win. Great pressure, strong and aggressive in the second half, asking our leaders to take on the game. So yeah, he was pretty, to be honest, he was pissed off in the first half with their performance. And to be able to turn that around, Sydney dominated in that first half, but GWS came back and got the chocolates in a big way in the second half. So there we go. Sydney. The media coverage of the 90-point defeat at the SCG, Sydney's worst home loss since 2000, captured Cox's broad critical assessment. He openly labelled the performance unacceptable and acknowledged fans were understandably disheartened. Cox committed to conducting intense training to address the team's glaring structural and mindset issues moving forward. So that's pretty serious stuff there from Sydney. And to have a look at how they performed and got smashed in the second half, it's alarm bells at Sydney. That pretty much was the end of Sydney for their season. That was the last hurrah and the last chance they had to keep winning, but they are not going to finals now. So there we go. West Coast. The coach said didn't use the ball well. Skills are not up to AFL standard, and defensive intent was very poor. So not happy at all with West Coast performance, and Freo made them look pretty average. Big loss with Harley Reid getting injured and out for the season. So yeah, but yeah, just not up to standard. And I don't know what he does, whether he brings in some waffle players to come in and try him out. I don't know. But we shall see what happens there. Another poor performance on the weekend was Port Adelaide. Ken said, a sign of where the two teams are on the ladder. G'day, Gabriel. How you going? Good to have you in. A sign of where the two teams are on the ladder. Obviously, Adelaide in second spot and Port around 11-12. So, yeah, going well. Thanks, Gabriel. Good to have you in the chat. Yeah, so definitely where the teams were. We didn't wave the white flag, but it looked that way. We were just outplayed in all areas of the game. So it was pretty brutal and honest, to be honest, in the press conference. And yeah, it was just a 35 points is just not good enough for a AFL standard game, especially in a showdown. You're supposed to be up and about for that. And when Ken said that, Crows were into stop. We're into stop. There we go. So yeah, they're not mucking around, the old Crows. They're coming good. Were there any injuries this week? There were 3 injuries this week, Gabriel. So we'll be doing the two spot. I'm at 2 spot. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yep. There we go. Good on you, Johnsy. Trying to confuse me there. Statement game for the Crows. It was a statement game for the Crows. Lazarus, g'day, welcome in. Top spot. Far out, man. What are you doing to me? There we go. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yep. So Ken basically admitted they were playing the best team, and it's just one of those things. Lazarus says statement game for the Crows. 100% it was, and that will cement their run into the finals for sure. 11 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Also, if you're watching along and you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But if you can give us a like, that would be fantastic. We're just doing the segment what the coaches thought at the moment. So we're just going through the teams. Just done Port Adelaide. And here we go. So good timing, Lazarus. I'm just about to do Adelaide. And your coach said, a dream performance. Put simply, Saturday night's 98-point drubbing of Port Adelaide was a dream come true for Crows senior coach Matthew Nicks and his staff. So Crows adapted to the tough conditions. Time for the fans to get excited. The torrential rain and gale force winds greeted the players as much as the contest in Showdown 58. It was Adelaide's ability to adapt to the conditions that helped it set up the crushing victory. Phil Thorpe claimed Showdown medal amidst an even performance, and there is massive belief within the group. So that's a massive wrap for this team, and Matthew Nicks is doing an amazing job with this team. They are outstanding, and you should be very excited about what's to come for your team, Adelaide Crows supporters, and it's looking good. So there we go. That's probably the biggest wrap of the weekend for your team. So there we go. Western Bulldogs just got off to a great start, which was good. We haven't been getting off to a great start in some games. It was an area that we needed to improve. We had high work ethic, great forward line kicking, and the forward line kicking straight for a change was a massive difference. Now, 2 of their big forwards kicked a bucket of goals and made a massive difference, and was a massive win. Good percentage boost for the Bulldogs as well. So they're just out of the 8. They've got to keep winning. But if they can do this week in, week out, going forward now, unfortunately, somebody at that bottom is going out. And I don't know who it is, because there's some really good teams down the bottom there. Those 4 teams are really good. And I don't know who's going to fall out from Bulldogs, the Suns, Freo, and GWS. So one of them is going to miss out. But it could, and Hawthorn as well, maybe. So yeah, but yeah, the Dogs keep on winning. They've got a fantastic team. They've got a great team and a big forward line. So when their forwards are on, then they are very, very dangerous. And there we go. What did the Lions coach say? Did I do the Lions already? Hang on, did I do the lines at the top there? Let me just have a quick look, scroll back up to the top again. Yeah, I did Chris Fagan, but I'll do it again if you like, Jamar. Um, all right. So Chris Fagan from the Lions. I thought I actually asked you whether you thought that was a good one, but you must have disappeared for a bit. But anyway, let's do it again. Chris Fagan addressed trade speculation and injuries related to selections ahead of their match, belittled rumours about Joe Danaher returning to football as one of the great jokes of all time, noting Danaher has recommitted to retirement. Confirmed lineup changes: Kai Lohman out injured, Zach Bailey returning from suspension, and Connor McKenna coming in. Expressed confidence in the dual ruck combination of Oscar McInerney and Darcy Fort, despite ongoing experiments. So there we go, Jamar. That is what Chris Fagan said, and yeah, no, I didn't even hear that rumor that they were talking about him. People were talking about him coming back. So there we go. St Kilda. Let's have a look at St Kilda now. The coach said our young players never gave up and our leaders never gave up. Last quarter, we had to do everything right and we made history. So Ross Lyon was very impressed with his team. He wasn't too happy with the beginnings of the game and they had to make changes. But yeah, that last quarter was history making, and they made some amazing. They played some amazing football in that last quarter. 8 goals, I think it was, for St Kilda, and Rossi was very, very happy. G'day, Kingy. How you going? Welcome in. Give Smith a go again. Okay. The Crows are still yet to prove they can handle finals pressure. Well, that's very true, Kingy. They haven't been there for a long time, and it is a different ball game when you're in the finals. So they have shown capitulation at certain stages of this season when they've played good sides as well. So that's one of the Crows' little bugbears that they have to sort out as well. And yeah, we'll just have to see how we go there. But yeah, welcome in, Kingy. Good to have you in. Have I done? I don't think I've done Geelong yet, so I think Geelong's at the bottom of the list there. So all good. North Melbourne. So North Melbourne coach said we just got smashed in the contest. They played a great brand of footy, far too good for us. So yeah, he said it was probably the worst performance they've probably played against the Cats or against any team. But he said they went inside, they were covered inside. They tried to go outside, they were covered outside. Nothing they could do. They couldn't finish off. They were trying to do everything right, but yeah, they just Geelong just shut them down, and probably one of the best performances of the season, even though it was North, but one of the best performances of the season for Geelong, and good form coming into the finals end of the season. So seems like you're jumping all over the place. Have you done Geelong yet? No, Geelong's down the list. Where's Geelong? Where is Geelong? Yep, Geelong's down there. No, I was basically just going through the press conferences. So I go through and watch all the press conferences before the game, or as best I can to fit it in. And yeah, Geelong just happened to be the last press conference that I did. So so there we go. GT23. What did Minnie say? What did Minnie say? Just joking. Don't want to hear what he said. Oh, mate, he wasn't. Well, let's just go. Let's just give it a recap for GT23 because he's just arrived, and this was the comments from your coach. Didn't use the ball well. Skills are not up to AFL standard, and defensive intent was poor. We were beaten all over the ground. So not good, GT. Not good at all. But several coaches had similar sort of things. I should actually group the games together. Really, Kingy. So like men against boys, it was Kingy, yes. But yeah, my new job is taking my time up. So I'm doing my best to get it all together, Kingy. But yeah, I should actually group them in the games that they played against each other. Would be probably a good idea. So I shall work on that. Truth for once from Minnie. Yes, it was. NBA Gaming. G'day, g'day. How you going? Good to have you in the chat. And welcome to everybody who is watching along or in the chat. Good to have you with us. And let's have a look at the next team. After North, we had the Gold Coast Suns and instill in the group. So the coach said, instill in the group what could be. Instill in the group what could be. Can the media have a look at Jared Wicks, their ruckman? He's got a massive rack. He's got a massive rap on their ruckman, and he is totally being annoyed by the media. And he asked, and Raul asked also, can the media start to have a look at Jared Weeks now? So they reckon they say that he's one of the best ruckmen in the competition. I don't know whether you guys agree with that, but the coach definitely does. Ben Long has been flat in previous weeks, but didn't train during the week, but played a great game. So yeah, Ben Long had a ripper game. So yeah, had a bit of a niggle, injury niggle during the week, and he didn't play, but he didn't train, but he did play, and he actually he played a really big role in their victory on the weekend as well. Fremantle, the Fremantle coach said, we did what we had to do. We created plenty of opportunities to kick a big score, and should have. We didn't kick a big enough score, to be honest. And we need to be more ruthless when it comes to these games. So he was impressed with his side, but thought they should have done a lot better, scored a lot more points, and been more ruthless. So that's what they need, old Fremantle. They need a bit of dog in them, don't they? So referring to Geelong and North outmuscled like men against boys. Yeah, that's true. And a bit like that for Fremantle West Coast as well. So yeah, but that's 100%. And the coach from North Melbourne basically admitted that they didn't know what to do. They had nothing. So yeah, he was pretty honest about the whole thing. And finally, Kingy, here's Geelong. We didn't let up tonight. We were pretty ruthless tonight. We don't concentrate on stats. So he got asked about players' stats during the game, and whether he thought that the stats were good or bad. He basically said, I don't concentrate on the stats. Sorry, but I'm boring. I couldn't care less about them at all. And he's also exploring how to get better as well. So yeah, they want to be up and about at the end of the year. And g'day Riley, how you going? They want to be there when the whips are cracking. So he's got all intention to go all the way, and they were ruthless, as Fremantle need to be. So there we go. 14 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. And what about Jezza? Yes, Jezza kicking 11-1. So congratulations to him. 69 or 71 goals for the season. He's well in contention he's going to win the Coleman, you would think. And can he kick 100 goals in a season? Would be amazing for Jezza and Geelong. So So there we go. Parramatta has Melbourne Storm Thursday night. There we go. They're going to get a well and true hiding, I would think, Parramatta. But yeah, we'll be doing the Bulldogs and the Giants. Will be Thursday night for us, and our NRL game will be on Sunday this week. So there we go. That's what the coaches said for all the teams, and so there we go. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. If you've heard the whole lot, or you've got any questions, I can go back and have a look at those if you'd like. Let's have a look at some news and the ladder. Go the Dogs on Thursday night. Yeah, a lot of votes for the Dogs on Tuesday night on after the game. So he was asked about Baz getting 43 and Jezza kicking 11. There we go. Oh, that's right. And he doesn't care about the stats. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, and you got to have a look at his. If you have a look at Smith's meters run during the game as well, he's a freak of nature as well. If he's got 43 disposals, his kilometres that he's run during the game is going to be insane as well. So Bailey Smith is underrated as well. Oh, I don't think so, Gabriel. I think everybody knows how good he is. He's just had a couple of weeks there where he, had a few issues and had to get a visit and had a couple of weeks off. But when he's on, far out, he is a amazing player. And we watched a game. What was it, about 3-4 weeks ago, Kingy, where he got 42, 43 disposals. He'd run eight point something kilometers, or 800 whatever it was, meters gained or on his back and forward. So yeah, I've been annoyed that we have lacked ruthlessness, even though we've had wins. So I'm glad we are finally sharpening up. Yeah, that's right. But like Dacos getting 30 touches and everybody goes crazy about Bailey Smith gets 40 disposals and no one really talks about it. That's 100%. There's one rule for Nick Dacos, and there's everybody else. So it doesn't matter whether you're Bailey Smith, Harley Reid, Bontempelli. Flanders used to get, last year he was getting 35s, 40s. Nobody talks about it. But Nick Dacos just, I don't know what it is, but he has, something about him, Collingwood, and the media. And, it's the same thing as whenever any of the kids kick a goal, the cameras pan up to the old man up in the stands. So nobody else gets that sort of treatment, do they? So anyway, that's a bit of favouritism, I guess it is. Yep. Jai and Dom YouTube. G'day. Welcome in. Today's my birthday. I thought your birthday was the other day. So, but if it's your birthday, happy birthday. So there we go. But I thought your birthday was the other day. But there we go. All right, let's have a look at some news and suspensions and the ladder as well. Let me bring the ladder up. There we go. All right, so let's have a look, because I need the closer ladder so I can read better. All right, Collingwood. And what we do tonight, I know we had a look at the ladder last night, but yeah, tonight we just have a look at the percentage more than anything, and where the teams are sitting. So Collingwood's looking okay on 60, Crows 56. Now, the Crows percentage is 146. They've got the best percentage in the league, and if they can, if Collingwood lose and Adelaide win, they then jump over Collingwood into first place. Brisbane with 110.08, but Geelong have got a really high percentage as well on 134.2. So they can go. Let's say that Collingwood and Adelaide lost, crazy if they did, but Geelong could go into, so that's 50, 52, 56 points. They could go into second as well. Equals set. Oh, they'd stay third. They'd stay third. They'd go past Brisbane. And then when you're looking at your 52s, so you got Geelong, Hawthorn, GWS, and Fremantle on 52, but Geelong well and truly have got the highest percentage. The Dogs are the ones who have got the other high percentage with the massive wins that they're having, 132.6. So they're on 44. So they're struggling to, they've got to have some teams have some bad losses, and unfortunately, it's looking like that the good teams are playing the bad teams. So it's going to be tough for the Dogs. But yeah, Fremantle with the worst percentage out of all the teams in the top 8, 111.7, and GWS 118.4. So that's pretty much what we wanted to have a look at there. But Geelong looking really strong, Crows looking really strong, and I would say if the Bulldogs can keep coming and keep winning, their percentage is going to help them out a lot when it comes to getting themselves sneaking into the top 8. So tell me what you think about that, guys. And, who's tumbling out. We've got, I think we've got a lock with the top 4. Collingwood, Adelaide, Brisbane, and Geelong are pretty much locked. But Hawthorn, Giants, Fremantle, Gold Coast, and Bulldogs are fighting for that. There's 5 teams fighting for that. Those 4 spots. So Crows can lose to the Hawks. South Australian teams typically have a down game after a showdown. Yeah, that's a good point, Kingy. So if they had a loss, Brisbane would go above them, and then you've got, let's say, Geelong wins, Hawks win. And I don't know whether the Hawks are going to win, but that's going to be a ripper game as well on Friday night, I believe. Yeah, so I guess that brings it back. That could change the 8 a lot, couldn't it? Really. So Cats and Crows qualifying final, I reckon. We have the easiest run. You got a good run. You do have a really good run as well. Yep. We're talking about the Samford competition is good alongside the AFL. It is, Riley. Yep. And you give us a good commentary, good information about the Sandful. So thanks for that, Riley. Sandful is big news. South Australia are back-to-back premiers. There we go. Yeah, so if the Crows lost to the Hawks, then that's 56. They go to 56. So, but the Crows' percentage will keep them above the Hawks, which will be very interesting indeed. So there we go. Lions will win this week versus the Pies. See, that's interesting as well. So that would take Brisbane to 58. And still Collingwood would just be hanging on by 2 points then. So it's going to come down to the thing. After a showdown win could make the Crows be hungry for a win over the Hawks. We had the hardest draw in the 8 matches. Talking Pies, Crows, Dogs, Hawks, and the Lions. They could bounce back against Collingwood or face a reality check. That's true. Yeah, I think possibly a reality check, in my own opinion. But you just never know. Just never know. All right, let's have a look at some news and some suspension news. So let me just bring that up. Where are we? Here we go. All right. Charges. Charges out around 20. So James Sicily was charged with rough conduct on Blake Acres from Carlton, intentional conduct, low body impact, and the outcome was a $3,750 fine, or between $3,750 and $6,250 fine. So yeah, just a fine for James Sicily for that one. Toby Green from GWS was charged with striking Isaac Heaney, intentional contact, low impact, high contact. So 1 game suspension for him. Now, we have been talking about the that player Toby Green being deregistered, but doesn't look like the AFL's got it in them to hold up. If that's the rule, it doesn't look like that the AFL has any intention to do that. So there we go. Poison, g'day. How you doing? Hi King, sorry I missed the last night. No worries, Poison. Good to have you in the chat. Do you think the Crows can win the premiership? I think they can go very close. It'd be very interesting if we had a Crows Cats grand final. It would be a ripper game. So yeah, and it'd just be the bounce of the ball that would be the factor that would do that as well. The next suspension was Ben Ainsworth from the Gold Coast. Rough conduct on Jasper Fletcher from Brisbane. Careless conduct, low impact, high contact. It was a $2,000 fine for that one. Brisbane's Josh Dunkley was charged with tripping Noah Anderson for the Gold Coast. From the Gold Coast, intentional contact, low impact, body contact, $2,000 fine for that. So it's a fine. It looks like it's a fine these days for tripping a player. So Harley Reid tripped a player and got a fine. That's, tripping a player over is a pretty dog act to me and should be a suspension, I would have thought, to get it out of the game. But now 2 players have now tripped and got fines. So that's very interesting. Cats have beaten the Pies and the Crows. So, yeah, that puts them in good stead, that's for sure. Ree, 14 likes. Thank you, Ree, for counting the likes. Appreciate your help. The other question is whether or not the Crows are peaking too early. Well, remember Port Adelaide last year. I think it was last year, Kingy, 13 in a row. But they went with their 13 in a row too early. So and then fell over at the end of the season. So yeah, good point there, and very interesting, that's for sure. Patrick Voss from Fremantle was charged with rough contact, intentional contact, low impact, and was fined $3,750. Geez, the AFL's getting a bit of cash in this week, that's for sure. Is Freo Docker safe now or after this week? If you're on 52 at the moment, let me have a look. If you're on 52 like Fremantle are, Fremantle have got the worst percentage out of all the other 3 teams on 52, or the other 3 teams on 52. So yeah, no, they're not safe yet. Still got a bit to prove, but as the coach said earlier, they have to get a bit harder, and they have to get a bit more ruthless, like the Cats. So bring on the Crows and the Cats. Birds, cats eating the birds. There we go. Yeah, so Patrick Voss. I didn't know Patrick Voss did that, but there you go. That was on Harley Reid. There we go. Rough conduct on Harley Reid of West Coast. So that's interesting. Chase Jones from Adelaide got charged with rough conduct on Zach Butters from Port Adelaide. Careless conduct, low impact, high contact, $2,000 fine for Chase as well. We also had Brody Myercheck from Collingwood rough conduct on Nick Vastune from Richmond. Careless contact, low impact body contact, a $1,500 fine for that for Brody Mychak, so he's free to play. And they are your charges over the from out around 20. So there we go. So yeah, that's let's have a look at. Oh, hang on a sec. I've got a new screen that I'm working on. So I'm not going to introduce it this week, but I'm working on a new screen for the injuries and trying to get a rolling. Johnny Carlton, long time no see. Good to see you, my friend. How are you, buddy? Good to have you in the chat, and thanks for coming in. And everybody's happy to see Johnny Carlton as well. So good to have you in, my friend. Hope you're well. So yeah, that's the suspensions. I'm working on a new screen or a new page for the injuries, and so it's a rolling, so we can roll through each of the teams and have a look at the injuries. But probably Essendon are hardest hit. I think they've got 19, so that's the biggest one. And from the weekend, Harley Reid with the leg injury, and he is out for the season. So there we go. Yep, Harley Reid is out. So that I don't know what West Coast do now, but they just got to bring in some players from the waffle maybe and give them a try. But yeah, no more Harley Reid for the rest of the season. So there we go. All right. So yeah, what was I? Oh, that's right. I was going to have a look at the injuries, but I will bring the new screen up next week. So we'll just have a quick read through the injury list. In round 20 of the AFL, several key injuries were reported. Essendon player Harry Armstrong and Josh Smiley suffered injuries. With Armstrong's hamstring injury expected to sideline him for 7 to 10 weeks. So that's the season for him, while Smiley's hamstring injury status remains uncertain. Richmond's Dion Prestia is dealing with an Achilles issue, anticipated to keep him out for 1 to 3 weeks. Additionally, Sydney Swans' Tom Papley is recovering from a foot injury, with a return expected between round 20 and 21. These updates, we're going from the AFL, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's your injury update for round 20. So, there we go. I heard Sam Walsh may join us. Zero, dear. Really? I'm going to my first NRL game tomorrow night. Parramatta playing the Storm at Amy Stadium, are they? That's awesome. Wow, there we go. I'll be doing a watch along. So enjoy the freezing cold weather out there, Johnny Carlton. That's for sure. So that's your injuries update for this week as well. And now over to the fans. So yeah, we've got a few minutes left. We've got about 6 minutes left before we wrap up the show. So yeah, we can just have a chat in the chat. Who are the Roosters playing this week? Let me have a look. See, I've been so busy with work that I haven't had a chance to look at anything. And I'll let you know after I have a look and see who the Roosters are playing. The Roosters are playing. When are the Roosters playing? Have they got the bye? No, they haven't got the bye. Where are we? Scrolling. Oh, the Roosters are playing the Seagulls on Saturday. So they're playing the Roosters Seagulls at 4 Pines Park. I think I don't know where that is, 4 Pines Park. But yeah, they're playing the Seagulls. The Roosters got knocked out of the 8 last weekend by Melbourne Storm. Bloody Melbourne Storm. And that is their season done for trying to get to the final. So it's all over. Oh, you're in Sydney. You're going to Parramatta Stadium. You're going to the Parramatta's home game. That's going to be awesome. How about that? Good on you. GWS by 20. There we go. I also heard we could go for Alex Davies from the Suns. How many players are you gonna, how many good players are you gonna have in this team, bloody Kingy? You keep on just it's yeah, that'll be awesome, Johnny Carlton, to go to Para Stadium and have a look at that. It looks like amazing stadium. I remember when it used to be Cumberland Oval back in the day. Um, but yeah, Kingy and the Cats are just buying more top quality players to add to their top quality players. So there we go. 14 likes. Thank you guys for the likes as well. Who are you going for in the AFLW round in 15 days? Don't know yet. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely be doing some watch-alongs for the AFLW as well. And let me just let you know who we're doing the watch-alongs this weekend. So this weekend, starting tomorrow, so we're into it straight away. Bulldogs versus the Giants on Thursday night. We'll be doing a watch-along for that. Friday night, Adelaide versus the Hawks will be a blockbuster, I hope. And then Saturday night, the Pies versus the Lions on Saturday night. I need Saturday and Sunday days to do a few things, so I'm just doing the evening games, and they happen to be good games as well. And then on Sunday afternoon, it's going to be the Sharks versus the Cowboys. The NRL game for the weekend will be the Sharks and the Cowboys. So 4 watch-alongs this weekend, and it should be good. And we've been really getting some really good numbers for the NRL games as well. Probably 3 or 4 times more than they have been we get a lot of people from overseas and from Papua New Guinea come in. So we do really well there as well. So there we go. The Renegades goes for the Renegades. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a look also where we didn't do anything after the season. After the season was finished last year, we didn't do anything on the channel for probably about 4 to 5, 6 months. So we're going to try and change that this season, and maybe do some Big Bash, and we'll have a look at that. We're going to do been looking at the NRL. Hey, Johnny Carlton, have you seen the NRLW? Those girls beat the crap out of each other. It's unbelievable. I've seen some of the highlights, and it's friggin' unbelievable. They don't muck around, that's for sure. So, yeah, we will do some AFLW games, watch-alongs, as the season goes on. I know it starts in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, we're going to probably look at to try and keep it going as well. Unlike the AFLW. There we go. I'm supporting the men and the women, Gabriel. So there we go. Make some BBL graphics. There we go. I'll do what I can. I'll see how I go with doing the graphics there. Gabriel, it should be flag Geelong. There we go. Go the Crows from Ree. So yeah, we'll keep you updated. We're also looking at possibly some memberships for the HFD Footy memberships coming up soon. Just working on some details and some a membership pack to put together. So that could be in the works as well. But the channel's going really well. We are growing and doing really well. Thank you for all your support as well. And thank you for supporting the new show, the Round Table podcast. I really appreciate your support for this one. We're into episode 3 already, and we've been getting some nice numbers as well, similar to to after the game as well. So thank you for supporting King of the North, and I really appreciate everybody who comes in the chat and supports the channel as well. So there we go. You love the round table. There we go. That's good. Thank you for that. I come up with it by myself and thought of this one myself. Thought I'd put a bit of a podcast together and just do a few different things, and mainly just chat to the fans and the fans of the footy in the chat. Let's have a look at the XP before I go. So the XP leaderboard is proving to be very popular these days. And Ree is on top in number 1 spot. GT23 is in number 2 spot. Far out, GT. You've outdone yourself tonight. Jai with Dom is having a birthday in 3rd spot. Johnsy is in 4th spot. And Billy is in 5th spot. So there we go. Gabriel and Kingy come in 6 and 7. So there we go. Poison in 8th. And Johnny Carlton makes an appearance in 9th spot. There we go. Missing the 8, Johnny Carlton. Dear oh dear, that's a bit of a low blow there. Sorry about that. You never walk alone. There we go. You're a legend. Da, da, da. You come up with really good ideas. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you for that. I really hope you enjoyed the show. And yeah, just trying out a few new things on the channel. I can't, unfortunately with work and the channel, I can't spend 24/7 on here. But I need a little bit of time off myself, which is Monday nights usually. But from Tuesday to Sundays, I'm pretty much doing something on the channel with Chris C and the boys. So yeah, thank you for your support, and really thank you for your support on the watch-alongs as well. You all come in and hang out, so it's been really good. We've got a good community now, and I appreciate it very much. So that being said, don't forget to join us tomorrow night for the big one. It is going to be the Dogs and the Giants, which is going to be a ripper. Johnny Carlton's Orange Tsunami, is going to be coming down to Marvel Stadium and going off. He still thinks they're going to be in the top 4, possibly. So they're playing good enough to do that as well. But the Western Bulldogs have to win. So there we go. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Thank you for supporting the Roundtable podcast, and I am King of the North. I will see you tomorrow night for the watch along. Let's go the Doggies or the Giants, whoever you're supporting, and we will see you tomorrow night. Take care, spike your hair, and as always, as the King says, stay hunky.